Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw a crane. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the top part of the body. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a coin, a bottle cap, or anything else with a circular edge. On the bottom left side, draw another circle as a guide for the lower section of the body. Use the 4 marks method to draw this circle too. First make 4 small marks to indicate the sides of the circle, and then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. This circle should be about twice the size of the first circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. High up on the top right side, draw a small circle as a guide for the head. Use the 4 marks method to draw this circle as well. This circle should be about 1/3 the size of the first circle. Cranes have long necks, so don't place the head circle too close to the body. On the right side of the head circle, draw a long sloping line as a guide for the beak. Pay attention to how long the line is in relation to the head. Draw another line at the bottom to complete the guide for the beak. The base of the beak should be wide and the tip should be thin and pointy. Draw a long wavy line that connects the head to the body to create the guide for the neck. The bottom of this line should curve to the right. Under the big circle, draw a long vertical line as a guide for the leg. Pay attention to how long this line is in relation to the body. Bend the leg near the middle to indicate a joint. At the bottom, bend the line to the right for the foot. To the right, draw a similar line as a guide for the other leg. Bend the leg near the middle to indicate a joint and again at the bottom for the foot. Connect the circles in the middle using curved lines to finish the middle section of the body. The line at the bottom should be more curved. On the bottom left side, draw a curved line to finish the guide for the body. This guide should be similar to an upside down arc. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, lightly sketch a small circle for the eye. Place the eye on the top right side close to the top edge of the beak. When you get the size and position of the eye right, darken the shape. As you darken the shape, make the sides pointier for the corners of the eye. Inside the eye, off to the side, draw a tiny circle for a highlight. In the middle of the eye, draw a small circle and shade it in for the pupil. Draw a couple of curved lines around the eye for the bare skin. Keep these lines close to the shape of the eye. Use the shape on the right side of the head as a guide to draw the beak. Darken the top edge of the beak but make it thinner than the initial guideline. Draw a sloping line across the middle of the shape to create the mouth. Draw a series of short strokes on the left side for the feathery base of the beak. Draw a longer line for a ridge on the beak. Darken the bottom part of the arc to create the bottom section of the beak. Add a few short strokes on the left side for a feathery texture. Inside the top part of the beak, draw a small circle and a line for the nostril. Use the initial circle as a guide to draw the rest of the head. Make the shape of the head longer at the base of the beak. Follow the path of the initial guides as you draw the head. Don't connect the shape of the head at the bottom. Make the left side of the head longer than the initial circle. Inside the head, draw 2 sloping lines for the color pattern. Use short strokes as you draw these lines for a feathery texture. Draw the lines around the shape of the eye. Use the line that's under the head as a guide to draw the neck. Lightly sketch the shape of the neck around the guideline. Make the top part of the neck narrow and gradually make it wider at the bottom. When you get the shape of the neck right, darken the lines. Curve the edges of the neck around the guideline. Use the line that's under the body on the left side as a guide to draw the leg. Draw a curved shape at the top for the base of the leg. Make the shape wide at the top and thin at the bottom. Draw the shape of the leg around the rest of the guideline. Draw curved lines where the guideline bends to create the joint. Keep the edges of the leg close to the guideline so that the shape is thin. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shape right. At the bottom, draw a small thin shape for the toe. Make the tip of the toe pointy for the nail. Draw the other toe around the bottom part of the guideline. Make this toe longer. Add another small thin shape slightly higher for the other toe. Use the line on the right as a guide to draw the other leg the same way. Draw the base of the leg at the top using a short curved line. Draw the rest of the leg around the guideline. Make the shape more curved where the guideline bends to create the joint. Draw the overall shape of the leg very thin. At the bottom, draw a small thin shape for the first toe. Curve the line to indicate the joints and creases on the toe. Draw the other toe around the bottom part of the guideline. Make the tips of the toes pointy for the nails. The other toe won't be visible from this angle. On the left side of the body, draw a curved line for the first part of the folded wing. Follow the edges of the guides as you draw the line. At the bottom, draw a series of small angled lines for the feathers on the wing. Make the feathers different sizes. Draw a curved line on the top right side to emphasize the folded wing. Inside the shape, draw a line that's made up of short strokes to indicate the color separation on the wing. Use the remaining shapes and lines as guides to draw the rest of the body. Darken the top edges of the guides to create the top part of the body. Add a few small angled lines on the left side for feathers. Darken the bottom edges of the guides to create the underside of the body. Don't overlap the leg that's on this side of the body as you draw the underside. Now go over the final lines with permanent ink. The next few steps are sped up so that the video isn't too long. Take your time and be careful when you ink your drawing to avoid any accidents. Don't ink the initial guidelines, only the final drawing. When the ink dries, erase all of the guidelines. Now color your drawing. Use red to color the top part of the head. Use dark red at the bottom for a shadow and light red at the top for a highlight. Color the front part of the head and neck black. Don't overlap the eye as you color the head. Color lightly at first and gradually build up to darker colors. Use black for the tips of the wings and to create shadows on the legs. Use brown and gray and a bit of yellow to color the beak. Gradually push down harder on your pencil to blend the colors together. Add a bit of black to create shadows. Color the legs using gray and brown. Add some shadows throughout the white part of the body using a bit of blue and gray. Add a cast shadow at the bottom using gray and a bit of blue. Coloring can be time-consuming, so be patient and take breaks. Keep coloring until you're happy with the result. And that's it for the crane. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit howtodrawanimals.com where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. That's how and then the number 2, then drawanimals.com. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying my books on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.